Hello, my name is Sandra Ware, and I'm a lawyer, a Bitcoin magazine contributor, and a museum deaccessioning consultant. So, are you a little bit lost trying to understand what Bitcoin is and why it's so important? I know how you feel. I felt overwhelmed, and it took me a little bit of time to get comfortable learning about Bitcoin. I find it's easier to understand a concept when I can think about how it relates to me. So I thought I would start talking about Bitcoin by discussing some real life examples, such as fast food. I mean, we've all eaten some fast food at some time in our life, right? So in 1970, the average cost of like a large hamburger at a fast food joint was about 65 cents USD, right? So United States dollar. In 2020, we went from 65 cents in the 70s to $5.58 for a large burger in 2020. That's a huge increase, isn't it? Um, as a matter of fact, so I remember being in my mother's station wagon. Do you even know what a station wagon is? If you do, good for you. If not, you're younger than me, and that's okay too, right? It's just think of an SUV but squashed down. Anyway, so my mother took me to a fast food restaurant, and I had gotten these two 50-cent um, gift certificates from an aunt. So 50-50, a dollar, right? Well, I was so excited, I mean, this was like a big deal for me to go to a fast food place. So with that $1 of fast food gift certificates, I was able to buy a small French fry, a large burger, and I think my mom got me like a soda or some apple juice, probably something decaffeinated, right? In any event, so think about that compared to today, where I think I recently paid like $12 for like the same thing, probably. Anyway, so that's a huge increase, and that's something we can all relate to, the price of food increasing. As a matter of fact, food prices for food we eat at home over the last year, over the last 12 months, has gone up over 12%, and that's the largest increase since 1979. And as far as meat products go, meats, poultry, fish, eggs, that rose at a 14.2% pace in the same time frame. Ouch. And if you think the United States has it bad, you would be surprised to learn perhaps that prices abroad in countries such as Venezuela have seen a steep increase as well, much steeper than ours. For example, that same large burger that we just talked about in May 2004 in Venezuela was roughly about like a dollar and 48 cents. In 2022, January 2022, that same burger, $5.06. So that is a price increase of 243%. Now, Canada, surprisingly, Canada was up there in terms of percentage increases as well. In May 2004, it was $2.33, and in January 2022, boom, $5.32 for a burger, and that was a 129% increase. Ouch, that's gotta hurt, right? So, besides food, what's next, right? So now let's do heat, let's do energy, let's do rental, housing, you name it. The price increases through price inflation of everything across the board is something that affects all of us every day, right? So anyway, just to summarize, so price inflation is an increase in the price of a collection of goods and services over a period of time. And strong demand and supply shortages tend to cause price inflation, like what we've seen over the last, since the pandemic. Price inflation can also be caused by the cost of production increasing. So if the price of oil goes up, that gets affected because we ship things over very large distances to get to our markets, both here and in other countries. So high oil prices dramatically affect that as well. And of course, climate change further affects that because climate change is affecting our weather in dramatic ways, and we have to deal with that. And those extreme weather events do affect our supply chain as well. So again, inflation is a rise in prices, which basically means your purchasing power, boom, right? So your purchasing power decreases, ouch, and your government's unit of currency buys less than it did before, right? So think about it. When was the last time you used like a quarter or some change in your pocket? It doesn't really happen very often anymore, does it? So you can look at that as the inflation rising and affecting what you literally have in your pocket to pay for things, right? So fortunately for all of us, Bitcoin fixes this. And I'm excited to tell you that it's not the Hamburglar, right? That's like taking your money and making it less in value. It's the system. It's the system. And you have a choice. You can get some Bitcoin and choose to not participate in the system, or you can do both. That's fine. But we'll talk about Bitcoin more as we go along, and I really appreciate your time today. So next time we'll talk a little bit more about inflation. And by the way, if you would like to get some free sats, so they're called Satoshis after the founder of Bitcoin. Long story there, we'll get into that some other time. But sats are units of Bitcoin, and you can get those for free for signing up for free apps like Fold or Lolly, and those apps are very straightforward to use. I use them every day. They're really cool, and you can just get sats for free. You don't have to buy Bitcoin, you'll get sats for free. So check that out. And again, please subscribe, hit the like button below, yes, and follow me on Twitter. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. I also host Twitter Spaces in Bitcoin, so just look for the Bitcoin hashtag, and you'll find me in one of them. I'm always happy to talk to anybody about Bitcoin or anything else. I know what it's like to go through tough times, and I'm here for you, and I'm here to help as best as I can. But come on over, check out Bitcoin, and I would love to talk to you about it. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are, everyone. This is Sandra Ware. See you again soon.